if you're not careful, you get hit with, all kinds of decisions you have to make throughout the day and the week. And sometimes you make bad decisions. Like using that light.
So we are making this video today because we are experiencing a little, just to be completely vulnerable with you, we are experiencing a little friction in the household.
Can you see it, Muffin?
Because in all of this talking about margin, I guess first of all we should be careful when you start talking about something, because often it's going to become a problem for you. So we had not had enough margin in our lives, and this is the reason why we've been making these videos and talking about this. So today we are paying the price.
And we're going to pay the price all week.
Yes, it's not going to end today. It's going to be a tough one. And the first reason that we are paying a price is because of poor planning on our part. You want to talk about the calendar?
Yeah, I mean, something that we've used kind of sporadically in the past, but not to great detail, is having a calendar. Having, we've tried different ways of sharing and having a mutual calendar, and we basically said we need a calendar, one. Bugs her a little bit because she wants to have different colors for different people. I just want to know there's way too much stuff lined up for Tuesday, and there's no way we can do it all. So that's what we've been working on a good bit today, is kind of putting those things on the calendar to say, look, there's just no way we can get all that done. And the only way we're going to be ready for whatever that is coming up tomorrow or the next day is that we've got to back it up and make time to prepare for those events. And if we had made those priorities and backed them up, we would have made different decisions for the weekend that we did.
Also, it helps with the communication, because in my mind, we've talked about this, so it's in my mental calendar, but it's not on the physical calendar. So it definitely created some friction, and has created friction today because of not having it on the calendar and having it planned out.
And then, the other thing is we're going to have to adjust some of the things that we do habitually, because we need to figure out priority things that have to go first. And then we back into things with lower priorities. So, for instance, normally washing everything on a Monday might have to wait till Tuesday. Some people may have a hard time with that.
It's my routine.
But those are the adjustments we need to make, and we may not, maybe Tuesday's not the day. But there's just a lot of adjustments we'll have to make. But the only way we're going to make those decisions is if we have priorities. And priorities need to have a higher rank, and then back everything back. And then eventually you're going to see, I got no more margin, so it's a no.
Right. Another reason why we're paying the price too is that we have allowed other people's emergencies and someone else's lack of planning to create emergencies for us. And we all seem to operate like that. If you have a job where you have poor planning, it creates this 911 atmosphere, and everybody's always seeming to be under the gun because we haven't planned enough. And it happens in our homes too. We've run out of dog food because we didn't plan properly, and all of a sudden it's a 911 and I have to make a trip to Walmart. That's not a planned trip to Walmart, which also means I end up spending more money than was in the plan.
Or you just go get the dog food, and then tomorrow you go, oh, while I was there, I should have gotten these 10 other things. But, this applies in just so many different ways. And we struggle when we get the last minute, hey, can you blah, blah, blah. Because we don't want to, let somebody down. But here's the question you have to ask yourself. If you didn't have that margin in your life, then how friendly are you going to be, in person while this is going, well, whatever's happening is happening. And then who's going to pay the price next week? That's what we're going to find out this week is who's going to pay the price. And unfortunately, by us worrying about not hurting somebody's feelings, a couple of days ago, now we're going to hurt some people's feelings
because we're not going to meet something that we need to do this week.
So that's the tip for the day, is that start working on your calendar and start prioritizing the things that are just non-negotiable, and work backwards and see what you need to say no to. And let's know down in the comments, what did you have to, what was the struggle for you to go through this process? Because we're going through it at the same time. So we'll talk about it more later, but we would love for you to, share these videos with other people who are struggling with the same, not having margin in their life. So we would love for y'all to share these things and add comments and subscribe so that we can get this message out to more people. Anyway,
imagine a world where we're all counted the cost, we have things on our calendars, and we have margin in our lives to be able to say a hearty yes or a gracious no, but we could be completely honest and not be super stressed in all that we were doing.
We can always dream.
Yeah, we can.
Anyway, hope y'all have a great week as we struggle to have a great week. Talk to y'all next time.